Hi everybody, my name is Michelle Christ. We're doing Rock Your Network Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Rockin' Robbins. Chapter 5, Power Prospecting. Building a team of rockstar leads to a powerful growth and long-term success in the network marketing profession. Power prospecting helps you find your rock stars. Talking to people is what you do for a living, so it must become part of your lifestyle. The more people you talk to, the faster you'll grow, and the further you'll get in your business. With practice comes confidence. When your confidence increases, so does your set of odds. I want you to learn to take the pressure off when you're prospecting. Think of it this way. You are just sharing and inviting. You are sifting and sorting. Think of yourself like a waitress or a waiter pouring a cup of coffee. A server is not offended when you say no to the coffee. They keep it offering to everyone. Take all emotion out of it. And if people say no, keep pouring. Some people say no now, but may change their mind later. Always revisit them later. Ask them to be your customer and keep pouring. As you share with people, keep an open mind. Everyone can plug into your business as what I call one of the 3 C's. Number 1, they could be a consultant, distributor, or build the business. Number 2, they could be a customer and enjoy the products or services you offer. Number 3, they could be a connector, learn what you do, and connect you to people who may be interested. But they'll only make those connections if they know what you do. Be sure you're sharing with everyone. A good goal is to reach out to 5 people every day, either on your contact list or when you're out and about. You can track contacts on your list by making 5 checks in your daily planner to chart your progress. Or you can track new contacts by putting 5 business cards in your bag with samples. You're done when the cards are gone. You will find your aces if you keep on. Trust me. You just have to work through your own set of odds, and you won't know what they are until after you've succeeded. Where do I find people? Who can you share your opportunity with? This is the number 1 question I get from new distributors. The truth is, you are surrounded by people. The question is, are you willing to share with them? Here is a list of a few ways I like to find prospects for my business, along with the language to reach out. Number 1, revisit your customers. How are you loving your products? I'm not sure if I ever shared, but as a distributor of the products, I get a great discount. I would love to get you on a program where you can get my wholesale pricing too, and possibly earn your products for free, or make a little money by sharing them with others. Do you have a few minutes for me to share more? Then share your business distributor discounts and benefits. Number 2, revisit past prospects or former business builders when something is new. I know timing wasn't right before, but if there's a time to take another peek at the company, the time is now. Going into fall, and as kids are going back to school, business is booming big time, which will be followed by the boom of the holiday season. Plus, new products and promotions were recently launched. The time is now. I wanted to revisit and see if the time is right to take another look. I would hate for you to miss out. Share what's new and exciting in your company. Go through your phone and Facebook contacts. Is it possible there are people who you have not yet reached out to? Call them and say, I wanted to share some exciting news with you. I started a new business. Tell them more about your product or service and your business story, including how you found it and why you're excited about it. My business is building in your area, and I just wanted to share with you and see if I could pick your brain for ideas and how to build there and who you might know who would be interested. Could I treat you to coffee? Or virtual coffee with a coffee gift card, and let me tell you more? Third-party validation and social proof is powerful. After you share more, relate your leader's success story and invite them to hear more from them. You could say something like, I'm new and still learning. I'd love for you to hear from my business partner. She'll be able to share more and answer your questions. Invite them on a 3-way call, to coffee with your sponsor, or to the next meeting or event. Number 4, lifestyle networking. Look for ways to engage in conversation. Give someone a compliment. Ask a lot of questions. Example, Great service. Do you love your job? Or cute kids. Where do they go to school? Then leave them with a sample and say, I've loved chatting with you today. I would love to leave you with this gift. Tell them more about the sample and what it does. I promise you'll love it. If you promise you'll try it, I promise I'll follow up. Get their name, number, tell them what time you'll call, and write it on a card that you leave with them. When you follow up, say, how'd you love the product? Before I tell you more about it, I would love to tell you why I'm excited about my business. Number 5, parties or virtual parties. Reach out to your friends and ask them to host an event for you. My business is building in your area, and I'd love to meet new people. Would you be willing to host an event for me? You invite the people, I'll do all the work. And I'll throw in some free product as a thank you. Share the products and your business. Number 6, social media. We are paid storytellers. Mix up your personal and inspirational posts with a little bit of business every day. Lifestyle posts, congratulations, and welcoming to new distributors, shout-outs to people who made an achievement, encouragement to your team, product tips and testimonials, before and afters, success stories, people in your business that have become successful, and anything else to engage and interest your online audience. Number 7, networking groups or chamber events. Create strategic business relationships that allow you to meet others so you can help each other grow your businesses. I met one of my top leaders, Stacy, when I was set up at a booth at a women's networking event in California. She was looking for a home-based opportunity, approached me, and was one of my first leaders in the business. Today, she's built to the top of our company and has a large team in the West and beyond. Number 8, events. Whether it's a cocktail mixer or a holiday event, when people surround you, it's a great opportunity to collect contact information and connect with them later. Ask them lots of questions. Get to know them better. Ask what they do. And when asked about what you do, say, we're here to enjoy the party tonight, but I would love to tell you more. Let me quickly get your contact information. What's your email? As we are expanding here in this city, I'm always looking for people to join us. I'll give you a call after holiday New Year and tell you a little bit more. You may or may not have a personal interest, but maybe you could lead me to just the right person. I'm looking for referrals too. Number 9, people who provide you services. Think about who you've been supporting for years. Hairdressers, nail techs, realtor, etc. Approach them and say, I've loved supporting your business for years, and now I'm hoping I could share my new business with you. I'd love for you to refer me on. How many people who give you great service at a restaurant or a store? You can say, thank you for your great service. I'm looking for people like you for my business. Can we exchange information? I would love to set a time to chat, to tell you what I'm looking for, and share more about what I do. Number 10, traveling. I love to strike up conversation while traveling. I ask people where they are going and why they are traveling. When people ask where I'm going, I tell them where and say I'm expanding my business there. They typically ask me what I do, which is an open door to share. I always exchange information and follow up. Number 11, creating your list. Let's take some time on this. Grab a sheet of paper and a pen. Got it? I want you to write down every name that comes to mind. Create your contact list of people you know by going through your phone contacts, your Facebook friends, and by reviewing your company memory jogger list. You can also trigger your memory going through old yearbooks, phone books, invitation lists, and even the yellow pages. As you go through each profession A to Z, think about who you know that's an accountant, a banker, a chiropractor, etc. Your list will be ever growing as you encounter people and think of people as you continue to grow your list. The larger your list, the more solidly you will establish your business. Network marketing by its very nature requires you to talk to a large number of people. I'd like to challenge you to create a list of at least 200 names and think unlimited. I don't want you to think, who can I sell to and who can I get to sell this? I want you to think about who's ambitious, successful, and will want to build financial freedom. Posture is all about knowing what you have. no stress, no overhead, no employees, low investment with huge potential. Where else can people invest less than $1,000 and have the potential to earn a 6 or 7 figure income? Don't beg and don't chase. You are looking for those who are looking for what you have. Once you've created your list, think like a CEO. Start at the top 20 people, your dream team. Candidates. These are your dream team candidates. These are people who, in your wildest dream come true, would join you. Think of the savviest, most well-connected, respected individuals you know, the influencers. These are types of people that when they pick up the phone, the person on the other line wants to hear what they're doing and be part of it. These types of people have large centers of influence and tend to build their organizations faster with other people of influence. Don't prejudge them. Here's a good example of why you never judge. The story of my $50 million mistake. My mom and I used to work for a woman named Stacy. Stacy and her husband owned several businesses in Chicago. We both thought of her several times and never called her. The chances are, if you think someone is great, someone else does too. Eventually, someone will call them, and in this case, they did. Rose out of Chicago beat us to it. She used a referral-based approach, complimenting Stacy and building on her credibility by saying something simple like, "Stacy, I know you've built several successful businesses in Chicago, and I know you're well networked in the Chicagoland area. I respect you. I am building a business in Chicago too. I was wondering if I could treat you to coffee, share with you what I'm doing, and pick your brain for ideas on how to grow this. I'd also like to see if you know people who think may be interested." Stacy met Rose for coffee, came with a list of hundreds of names she was ready to give Rose as referrals, and when she heard the opportunity, she decided to come to a meeting and hear more for herself. I happened to be hosting the meeting that night, and in walked Stacy. My stomach hit the floor. She joined us. Stacy ended up being the top recruiter of the company that year. She just earned her company car, and I have no doubt she will be a $1 million earner someday too. You heard the story of the 50 million woman earlier. I guess you could call this my 50 million mistake, considering the substantial sales Stacy's team is created. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Of course, I'm thrilled for Stacy and Rose, but how many know you only have to learn that type of lesson once? Now, if someone comes to mind, I follow that little tug in my heart. I have a professional sense of urgency. I call them immediately, and I think, which is greater, the risk or the reward? The worst thing they will say is no. You won't die. I have yet to die doing this business. The best thing they will say is yes, and they will change your life, their life, and countless others' lives too, just as Stacy, Rose, and their upline, Vicky and Prudy, are doing today. By the way, they've created one of the strongest teams in the company. Don't prejudge anyone. You don't know what their hopes, dreams, desires, or financial situations are. Usually the most well-connected, successful, busy people get it first and they run with it. It's our job to share, and it's their job to decide. Remember, if we share what we're doing with everyone, they can all plug in. As a customer, a consultant, or to help us in creating new connections. But they can only do that if they know what we're doing and if you share your story with them. Make this your mantra. Sharing with 5 contacts a day keeps leads coming my way. Remember to keep your mind and your mouth open, then your business is open. You never know when or where you'll find your next rock star. The whole world is a lead. Chapter 6. We talked about how to find people to prospect. Now I bet you're wondering what to say next when you have caught your prospect's attention. I want to talk for a moment about the power of stories. There's a saying in our profession, facts tell and stories sell. We can share facts and figures about our business until we're blue in the face, but something magical happens when people emotionally connect to our stories and experiences. When I work with a new distributor on creating their list and discuss who to share the business with, we also work on what to say. I do an exercise where I have them go through their phone, Facebook, or a memory jogger and write down a list of names. I have them star their top candidates, tell me who they are and why they chose them, and we brainstorm on a way to approach them. One of the most meaningful things we can do when prospecting is share our personal story. I believe it's really important for you to take the time to work with your team and develop their business story. Your story about business is something you can share at a meeting, events, your business launch events, and on calls. Here is a good format to help you create your story. 1. Who are you? Share a little bit of your background, a little bit about yourself. What do you do? 2. Why were you looking for an opportunity? 3. How did you find your business? Why did you join? 4. What results have you seen and hope to see? 5. What has excited you the most? Save the best for last. What are you most excited about with accomplishing? Or if you've been in the business, what are your most exciting achievements? Make it meaningful. What will this business do for your family? Here's an example of a business story. I was a teacher by trade looking for extra income as my job stability was really suffering from the economy. My friend Chris introduced me to the business. What initially attracted me was the ability to supplement my income in part-time hours around the needs of my family and classroom. In very part-time hours, I would have been able to supplement my teaching income. And with my growing business, I'm on track to match my teaching income by the end of the year. This business is providing me with the security that our family needs without having to worry about budget cuts. That's her story. When prospects hear you share your story with conviction, they will be moved to want to learn more and find out how it can change their life too. Make sure you smile, exude energy and excitement, and don't use wimpy phrases like I hope or I wish. Use strong statements. With this business, we are planning to. I highly recommend working on your story as you begin making your calls to people on your list. Send it to your sponsor to review and practice. Then you'll be ready to roll. Power prospecting. We are going to get into power prospecting and power presenting next time. Bye, guys.